Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into week 34. We're going to go over some gold futures trading plans and how to execute some scalps with precision. We like to be precise. Let's get into the trading week. Let's go. Okay, here we are with the S&P 500. This is the futures. So this is ES. I believe CME is the firm that holds this futures. So overall, we look like we broke structure last week. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not make it back to this weekly support here like we wanted to. But it left behind some opportunity right here. So we're looking at a new price range. As we said, we were going to look to see what price did as soon as it the market opened. So once that happened, you see it pulled back and then just took off from there. Created a new high. Going towards our goal of 65,444. So we're well on our way. As you see overall, the S&P 500 is upward trending. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and look at the monthly and drill our way down to see where our opportunities are outside of where we see the small imbalance right here from last week. So monthly candle overall bullish. We got a wick here at the top. We'll see where price has rejected from. That's a good thing. It's the 17th. It's the middle of the month. We want to see price pull back and then continue higher. It's already come down here, put in support. And if we look right here, it's already cleaned up what could have potentially been an imbalance for the month. It's already come back here and got support and then took off from there. So again, we're in the middle of the month, so 2 weeks in, and had that strong bullish candle here for the first week, and then the second week we broke structure and got a new high. So with that, let's look at our opportunity on the daily. On the daily, again, we got a new range here since price broke this high here. Boom, boom. There's support here on the daily. Let me look at this 4-hour real quick. See a little imbalance here, not really much. So yeah, let's go back to this daily. So for me, looking at this, it's a weekly. So price didn't make it back that for there for support. Just delete that. Okay, so right here, looking at this imbalance right here, we're looking for price to come back into this area right here to get support. Go ahead, throw a line here. Daily. It's our daily support. We want to see it come back to where is our range at now? Our range is now here. So this is our previous range here. Our range is now moved up here. I want to say, since we broke the structure here, I think we can actually say that this is our new range here. For our daily, and now it may actually even be all the way here. So we have another breaker structure here. And I don't see too many imbalances or anything showing right side range, strong right side ranges. And with price coming, yeah, I would venture to say that this is our new range, only because price has just been putting in support. I don't see on the 4-hour. That's the only imbalance is showing up here. Prices come back. There was a gap. Prices come right back into that area. So I'm gonna say prices already corrected itself, whereas um, there's not a lot of inconsistencies in the market right now for the S&P 500 futures. So right now we're looking for price just to come back into this area, and we get some buys in this area and take off. I know we had some equal lows all the way down here. Can price get back down here? Definitely, but right now we're certain bullish right side ranges. So um, that part of the trend is what we're going to stick with right now, and that's what we're gonna that's how we're going to position ourselves right now. So if we see something break below here and can potentially come down to here, and we can get buys from down here, that's what we'll do at that point in time. But right now, however, right now, what price is showing us is that it's strong right side ranges, and we'll probably hit this 65.44 this month. So let's go over here to the NASDAQ. So here we are with the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, this is the daily, had a gap up right here, whereas we did break structure. We did get a new high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We broke structure actually the week before. Broke structure, but we did not break that high here. Now we have broken that high, so that range will change. Go ahead and delete that. That's overcome by events. Again, there was the bottom of the range. Now, with price having broke this high too as well. Be honest with you, I think the range is all the way up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the month and drill back down and see real quick where price is overall, and then make sure we're following the trend correctly. So here's the monthly. As we can see, price real strong, bullish month. Again, middle of the month. Nice long wick here. Price has been very bullish. Did come back and clean up the this market inconsistency right here. So there's some left down here. I don't think it's going to come back that way this month. However, again, 24,161, our target. I think we may hit, I believe we may hit that this month. Here's the weekly. Weekly, it pulled back. So almost a doji right here. So let's see where price opens up this week. We wanted to come down here and fill this area here, get support, and continue up. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Let's look at this daily. So here we are in the daily. Again, we have this kind of gap right here. Let me put a, yeah. There's a gap up. So there's an imbalance on the daily. Let's look at this 4-hour real quick. Imbalance on the 4-hour all the way down here. So these are potential places where price can come back to before continuing up. So like some equal lows here for these 4-hour on the 4-hour. Let's look here. This is in the way. Low here is 23,508. Low here is 23,579. No, 23,503. Excuse me. 23,503. Another one's 23,508. Equal lows, equal lows. So my overall thought, let's go back out to the daily. My overall thought, even with this range, we see the range that we had previous week comes right into that 50% mark. We want the range is now higher. Can price potentially come back into this area? Absolutely. Had a doji here. Price action, went up and came back exactly where it was, but it did make a new high. Looks like a gap down here from the open. clean that up. Then we had a bearish day on Friday. Will it come back down here and just tap into this? Probably so. It's highly likely that it will just come right into this area, tap into this. Like you might get 1 or 2 bearish days, then the rest, it'll start going back up. Just looking at this, looks like the Nasdaq's been very aggressive on the bullish side. You see, you got a couple days to pull back, but the month shows the same thing. Very aggressive on the bullish side. So great if we can get a position down here. That's even better. Just always be looking out for situations like this where we get support on a 4-hour, and you see it broke and went out and took out a new high. Right now, it's pulling right back into this area where it may put in support again, and you want to see a shift in price. Right now, we're not seeing that, so it looks like it's pulling back before going more bullish. We have 2 areas we're looking at here. Anything below here is definitely a buy. Looking for support to be set in. We got a couple areas down here. Don't necessarily know if it's going to get all the way down here, but definitely if we hit this 50% mark of this daily range, we definitely will be looking for buys around that area. Anywhere around 23,459, we'll be looking for confirmation to get some buys in that area. So that's all I have for NASDAQ. Let's go over here to the Dow. So here we are with the Dow. Taking a look at this. Now, it's been a little sleepy. This is our daily range. It was here. And with that, see price kind of just stayed in this area for a while now. But last week, you see it took off, broke this structure here. It just took off. Break structure here, kept going. Price came back, left a little imbalance here, left some imbalance here. So again, I think price will probably revisit these areas before continuing up. Looks like there was some major selling going on here. However, let's go out and take a look at the monthly and see overall what the Dow is doing. So here we are on the monthly. Very bullish candle. It just took off, came back into this area, pretty much cleaned up that imbalance where it was. Like to see overall the month is bullish. Again, middle of the month. Let's look at the weekly. Okay. This is where things get better. Go ahead. Move this. Price is already coming to this area and touch that imbalance. Not the monthly yet though. However, right here, there's this opportunity for price to at least come back into this area to get support before continuing up. Did we get a close above this week's candle? No. So let's just be cautious. What I mean by cautious, let's see how the week is going to open up. If it's going to come down, get support here, like on a 4-hour, anywhere in this area. We see a 4-hour support, then it's probably time to get those buys. A lot of imbalances left right there on the weekly, right there. Can't even fill this one up. Now we have an equal high here, so this is where, as we're looking at opportunities, that's a target, right? That's a TP1 right there. We get a buy down here, set TP1 right here, may pull back and continue up, but these are targets. Now can price come all the way down here? Of course it could. Let's just be patient, look for confirmation where we'll see, 4-hour start changing. You get a shift of a change of structure where bearish, bullish, Even that is still bullish. It didn't even drop below here. Then boom, look, it just took off. So these are the signs we're looking for. These are the signs we're looking for. Price pulled back, took off. These are the signs we're looking for. Study these areas right here where you got your bearish and your bullish candle, what they look like when on, especially on the 4 hour when we're trying to go for these higher ranges. Study these candle structures where we see a breaker structure right here on the lower time frame. We see the 4 hour breaker structure right here. Price came back, boom. Anywhere you drop down to the 1 hour and see support put in down here on this 4 hour. Matter of fact, let's look real quick. Come on. So here's the 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. See price put in support right here, came all the way down here and started putting in support. We already had breaker structure here. Even if you would have got in here before we see this pullback, you'd have got in here, put your stop loss back here. Boom. 44,608. Boom. Continue up. Study these areas where we see price putting in support on the 4 hour and see what that looks like on a 1 hour so you can get your entries the way you need to. So what you study in the dark while the market is not, doing what you would like it to do, or you see your setup, study the market. Put in those reps to make sure you're seeing the market the way you need to see it. Make sure you're seeing those opportunities the way you need to see them. Then take that shot. If you don't put in those reps and take that time to understand what price is showing you, you'll miss that opportunity for your setup. When you see it time and time again, you're like, oh, here's the setup right here. Got 2 candles. That's a low. That's a higher low on a 4 hour level. Boom, right here. Let me get in here, put my stop loss back here, ride it out. It dipped all the way down to here. This is where that TP1 comes in. TP1 right here. Price came back. If you did it right, your stop loss is still back here. You didn't bring it up here. Maybe you did. And even if you did, you got stopped out. That's still you still had this TP1 right here. Then what did it do again? Right here on the 4 hour, it put in support again. Hey, support. Next candle, I'm hopping in. I'm gonna put my stop loss back here or here. For me, I would have put it here because it already visited this area. If you truly want to be safe, I would put it here. But this is the second time it's visited this area and it put in support. So at that point, see, this is why those reps in the dark happens. That's why it makes it easier to see these things over time. And it's those reps. It's those reps. And this is the times where we're looking at the market. The market isn't open. This is the weekly plan. So put in those reps while things aren't, while things are quiet, while you got a chance to actually analyze and take a look. Recognize these candle structures and what price was doing to show you breaker structure, new range, opportunity for where the refinement area is for you to get your opportunity for entry. Understand all those things. Understand all those things and where price is right now so that you take those opportunities. We have several opportunities. So let's look at the daily, see our new range, and then let's move over here to gold. Give me a second. So again, we have a new high for the Dow. Yep, I'm going to definitely say we can move this up to here. I believe this is our new range right here. So this 44,608 prime area to get some buys. It's in the discount area. That's where we want price to be. So we're going to be looking for on a 4-hour and definitely on an hour after we get some kind of confirmation on the 4-hour that, hey, price is, shifting to change structure, or price is shifting for it to continue up and take out this high at 45,370. 45,370. So that's the plan for the Dow. Let's go over here to gold. Here we are with gold. So this is one of those key times, especially with scalping. Gold has been in this range for a couple of weeks. Let's look at the weekly. 1 month, 2 months. Gold has just been moving within this range. 2 months. And with that, that's the opportunities for scalping, where you can get in, get out pretty quickly. You see it's at the top. You can, get a sell position, let it trickle down to a low that's marked out on a 4-hour, hour. You just pop in and pop out. Perfect opportunities for scalping. We know price has been moving within this range. It hasn't popped out. We did get a little price spike last week. Didn't quite break the high of this previous candle here. What's our high? 35.33.5. And this one is 35.34. Oh, we did. Well, wait a minute. 35.33.5. Oh, it did. That is higher. 34.45. Excuse me, 35.34. It's a little higher. But we see prices spiked up there, and then the sellers came back in and took price down. The price still has not moved really outside of this range. However, it looks like it's ramping up. This is the third time it's revisited this area. Oh no, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, third time. It didn't get there this time, but definitely this is the third time. So with that being said, price at a discount here. Like I said, beautiful opportunities for scalps, quick in, quick out, and even letting it run to a certain level where we see price going to, that has been going to regularly. Setting a TP and let's see if it runs. If you end up with something like this where it just breaks this high and you got a runner, you're already in the position, because prices, again, it's been moving within this range. So a lot of opportunities for scalping. Still have this imbalance down here to get to on the daily. Let's just pull back out to the monthly real quick. I know we had a couple of dojis for the past couple of months. Let's take a look. But here we are with the monthly. Again, super long candle. Every time gold has been trying to get any higher, the sellers have been coming in. They're not ready for it to go just yet. However, I'm even looking at this here. This monthly candle is above theirs right now. So be patient. Again, it's just been moving within that range. Still within that range. It's nothing super scientific about understanding that here's the weekly. Price has just been moving right here. It's been consolidating. Every instrument has its, super volatile time where, it's, very bullish, very bearish, and a lot of price action. It's been over the summer. Gold has just kind of been steady. I guess there's not a lot of volume. I haven't looked at the volume. I'm just looking at the price action. Price action is saying that, hey, we're not going above this area right now. So this is the range that we're trading in, and understand that and respect that. So with that being said, again, it's at let's go over here to the daily. So on the daily, again, we've just been moving within this range. I don't really have to, I can scoot it over. And even when I do that, again, it barely tipped the previous high. Had a candle with equal highs here. Price took that out first. Came back a second time, and made everything uneven. Market doesn't like flat spots. So equal highs. It's poked it a couple times and made it uneven. So right now, again, prices in a buy area, look for confirmation, like on a 4-hour or something. Get a position. We got a little bit area down here left for price to fill up this imbalance on the 4-hour. We want to see it start putting in some right sign 4-hour ranges. Right now, it's not, and we want to see price just break above one of these highs. Just one of them. Could you short it down to here? Yeah, I wouldn't. We're in a discount. We're looking for buys down here. Out of the range, we're in a discount. So this is week 34 weekly trading plans. Again, we went over gold future trading plan and how to execute some scalps with precision. Again, looking at how gold has been set up, it's been moving within a range. You can't be any more precise than that. We're the bottom of the range, we're buying. Top of the range, we're selling. So that's why I said earlier, yeah, you could probably look and say, hey, the trend is down right now and move to that area. But it's been showing us, hey, we're moving within this range. We should not be looking for sales at this point. Only buys. So that's trading plan. Have a great trading week. This Investment Process Channel.